As you can see today, 24th of March, we're looking at the economic events for the day. And as you can see, we had retail sales actually came out better than expected month, but still a very poor year on year. And this gave us mixed data overall. Markets, will show you what they did, but it didn't really digest as much as whipsawed as expected with mixed results. Later on, we had durable goods. Came out better than expected, but overall still terrible month on month, right? Some negative. So overall, there's a lot of uncertainty in the markets, a lot of fear again creeping into the markets. I'm going to have a look at this and the overall sentiment going on. So if we hop on to GJ, you can see we have planned up trade here. Fundamentals, retail sales, mixed, etc. So we didn't really have much of a push at the time. You can see it pushed up a little bit slightly and then was ranged. And with all the uncertainty in the markets, once again the safe havens are becoming prominent. So what are the safe havens? Japanese yen and gold. So what we saw today is yen absolutely take over as expected, taking sales from 159,800 all the way down to 158,400 actually. And we also have on gold, I was explaining durable goods, potentially depending on how the results came out or how the data came out would help direct price for the remaining of the Friday. And we saw that the DXY was actually still staying a bit strong above 102 and actually creeped up to 103 now. And so if price failed to continue above 1988,500, I could see sales down to continue down the USD strength, and gold just not having enough volume or needing to collect more buy orders to continue to retest that high it previously made during the FUD news events being released and creating all that FUD environment sentiment. So if we click play, you can see what we got, and we actually got a retest of some of the highs. Not 2010 we didn't hit, we did hit a lot of the 2000s again, and we rejected hard and came all the way down to the 1976, still going down. So that's nice to see, and we'll see how we play them out on our calendar. On our trading terminal. And as you can see here, trading terminal, and we had a day of 61.30 profit. Not too bad, testing the water still. We're doing our 5% risks, like we said, of the equity. So if we look at GJ today, first, GJ is here. GJ in the morning, we took one trade, and that's on gold. That's on at 7:38. Yep, 7:38 in the morning. What we saw was a rejection after the data got digested this morning from here. You see, all that was a little 20 pip candle. Then we got consolidation. 1, 2, 3 rejections at a key level 160.20 or 160.200. Sorry, failed to break at 160 here. But I entered quite early at 160 and anticipating that since we failed to break with a triple top, anticipating with London volume coming to break further. Yes, London volume did provide this push down. However, I did an early entry, but my stop loss was safe, about 16 pips away, fine, nowhere near. And going forward, I could say, okay, we need to wait for a London Open next time, but this is still a valid entry idea. You could even take 2 trades here. First entry being this more aggressive one, and second being closer to London Open. And as you can see, I closed just after London Open because I saw rejections at 1,800. But as you see, after London Open, we dropped another 60 pips. So you could argue, why did I close there? I wanted to get my confidence bit back, so securing profits when I can, and understanding that, yeah, my trade idea was correct, and actually price did go further down. My deeper targets were 159,500, so they would have got hit, and that's nice to see. Hop into gold. We had, once again, we're looking for sales. So we had that big push during the day. This is late in the day. This is actually around 4. I got a notification, 4 p.m. UK time. Got a notification that price at a price point of interest, a PPOI, a key level as such, and that's 1988.50. We saw a huge bearish downtrend. You can see from here, I could draw a little downtrend here. You can see we're in a downtrend, right? And so I saw that, and I saw a break below this massive key level that I've been holding for a while on the intraday, and broke below. And I was looking for a retest of this, a quick retest, and it seemed like we've got a lot of volume, and it does usually on a Friday closing, London close and into New York close, and we did get that again for the rest of the day. It dropped and dropped, so got an entry here, aggressive again. Stop loss was about 30 pips because of the candle size is so big. Your stop losses are going to be big, and they closed, about just under a 1-to-1, which is quite rough. But either way, I'm still closing, or I'm closing profits and trying to get back my confidence, right? So an entry here, aggressive, I agree. We got the rejection that we wanted here, the more ideal entries here. Once it's rejected these highs, because that's what I was basing my SL off. We rejected those highs, and then we broke below. and I closed because I saw rejections at this level at 1 minute. I didn't know how I was going to react, so I just closed after it failed to break. And so if I wanted to, I could carry on holding it, and the next hour it flew down, right? So once again, just getting confidence, learning to hold the trades a bit longer, but I'm gathering profits as I can and implementing or teaching myself to reward myself for correct trade ideas. Whether or not the entry this time for here wasn't ideal, we're still getting correct entries and the way price should be going. So going into Monday, we're going to see what FUD events come over the weekend, as I'm sure there's going to be a lot developing. Deutsche Bank, I've seen some articles of potentially having issues as well, like Credit Suisse. This would further push gold up, and it would actually make a lot of sense to see gold push further down, grab more buy orders at a favorable buy point, a favorable buy area, to then continue up into the 2000s. And if we saw a touch of 1972 potentially to then continue up, that would be very coincidental, right? So we'll see what Monday brings. Have a good weekend.